Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm going to be talking about my Crusader game. It's Tau versus Imperial Knights. I'll say the game prior to this one, my Crisis unit obtained the Titan Bane weapon. So everyone in my Crisis unit, including the commander that's attached to it, now has a Titan Bane weapon. So it has anti-vehicle, anti-monster 4+. They also will be guided by Tetris. They will also get the blessing called Hellfire Rounds, I believe it is, where I get full rerolls to hit or to wound against vehicles and monsters. so so I have full rerolls to hit with my Tetris, and full reroll the wounds against monsters and vehicles with the Hellfire Rounds, and they're all equipped with anti-vehicle 4+, anti-vehicle monster 4+. So this is a perfect match. So let's go to get started. This is deployment. I have my stealth units right there infiltrated to hold that objective. So we have the biomass sample here, where only characters can pick up these little tokens, and they're worth 10 VP apiece. And I think you score 5 VP for holding one and 5 VP for holding more, if I remember correctly, which I don't. But it it didn't matter. We'll see. So I will have a misplay here, which I'll correct in my end of my turn one. So he moved his character to over here to pick up the objective. So you see, can't pick those up. Neither can I. Not yet. Okay, so I had to move. I had too many in reserves. I didn't realize that reserves in Deep Strike counted totally. I guess I forgot to count my my total amount of points. Tetris were 80, 360 for the Crisis unit, and 125 for the Cold Star with the enchantment. So I had to deploy this guy in the very far back because it's the only way to be out of range, and the Tetris to be protected because I need them for when my Crisis unit comes into play. So not much really happened in terms of turn one. I just got to this objective 1 inch away from the wall, so he would have to come around to charge. I picked up the objective with my Ethereal MVP baby. In this mission in particular, because he's right there. I have that little the aura of the objective inside here. And again, I have my my stealth suits waiting for the right moment to pop out. One guy to pop out to spot. Yes, because if they get shot, I'll remove the one guy that's visible, and no more shooting can happen to them so long as that shooting is done. So that's again another strategy, is to pop one stealth suit out to spot and remove the one that's exposed so that no more shots can go to the stealth suits. 400 IQ play there. Oh, I did shoot the guy with my my Sky Ray at the very corner here and dealt some damage to him. I rolled terrible, like always. So in this turn one, not very much really happened. I think he moved up here, picked up that objective, so his big guy was over here, and he moved this guy over here on his turn. And on my turn, I deep strike my Crisis unit along this path to blast the crap out of, to blow up his big guy so he can no longer pick up the objectives, because that's the only thing that can pick up objectives. So that was the high priority for me. Now I can take my time and kill all his other units and have my Ethereal do it for my Crisis, because these guys are in charge of blowing everything up. I did fall back with my stealth suits right here because I didn't want them to die. Yeah, my Ethereal moved from there to over here to move over here to pick up this objective Vio sample. My Tetris came out right over there to spot the big guy over here. And then, yeah, my guy's got a line of sight right here to see his big base. And this Tetra, very far out, could see his base over there because it's such a wide base model. My Sky Rays are still hiding because they're quite vulnerable with no invul saves. End of opponent turn 3, which apparently a lot happened, actually. He ended up, I believe I overwatched him and I blew him up and ended up moving over here. And This guy didn't quite make it far enough. I even advanced to try to get this objective, and I didn't quite make it. He does have a gun drone and a shield drone so that he can advance and perform an action. These guys are just staying here until the Imperial can get onto position, and then they'll move and capture another objective. And once he's on this position, he'll capture the biosample and also obtain the points for holding an objective. So the Skyrays are still sent far back. Yeah, he doesn't have much left. And now at the end of my turn, I shot the living crap out of that guy over here. And jumped back into cover. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. My crisis units weren't there. They were over here. And I accidentally moved it before I record. That's the reason why they were over there. So I moved them over there, shot the guy. Let me rewind. I'm so sorry about that. So they were right over here, and I jumped them over here to shoot the guy, and then jump back into cover. They were supposed to be over here at the end of the opponent's turn. And again, my stealth suits are still in cover over here because they're going to be guiding my Skyrays, and they are not needed at the moment. My crisis unit is doing all the heavy lifting here. So end of turn 4. Essentially, this is just end of game, really. Not really too much to show. This is end of game, really, because I end up moving them from here to over here to shoot that last guy. And then on turn 5, I pick up the objective here with my crisis units so they can get the 2 experience. My stealth suit moved over here to provide some more guidance for my Sky Race, which my Sky Ray did in fact blow up that guy. I accidentally killed it with that Sky Ray. So that was end of the game. So yeah, my stealth suits is quite lethal. I will in the next game show what everything is mostly equipped with. They are quite a lethal team, although I still worry about mass numbers and super elite armies like the Adeptus Custodes, even though I played against them my first match and wiped them on turn 4 as well, just due to the volume of shots. But I've heard he's equipped quite a lot. Like he's gained a lot of experience, and it's quite lethal. And if he does get into melee combat with my crisis unit, he might wipe them out. So even though they're quite lethal, they still have quite a big vulnerability to melee. But I'm hoping I can play smart and position correctly to prevent that from happening. So anyways, that's it for this game. The next game will be, I can't remember, Nids, which is again a similar person I played with earlier. The other Nid game that I played, only because during the times that I can play, usually on middle of the week, so I don't really get a chance to play with too many different people. But I hope to get more games in. So that's all I have. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, and sound down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.